Arknights Enfield is a special game. It's a 3D action strategy RPG sci-fi gacha game with factory-based building elements, but also tower defense, and it's open world, so remember, this game is also supposed to run on your phone. Basically, if you take Genshin, but make it factorial, yeah, that's the game. It genuinely baffles me how they got their billionaire Chinese game developer to greenlight this project. The way I imagine the business guys in the meeting is like, okay, so our tower defense anime girl gacha game is dying. We need a sequel. Any ideas? Wait, I have an idea. So you know the game Factorio, right? Yeah. Oh my god, it's genius! So you see, if you multiply the anime girl gacha degenerate addiction with the digital crack cocaine that is factory games addiction, these two sets of opposite autisms create Enfield. So you see, Arknights is known as the high IQ gacha game, because for some reason it's the most advanced strategy tower defense game. With waifus. No hate on BTD6, but all I'm saying is waifus make games better. It's a fact, they added them too. Now you need to hear me out. I'm not a fan of gacha games. I like gambling, I like waifus, but I'd very much rather pay money for a full game than get a free game where I have to gamble hundreds of dollars for my Oshis. I dropped Genshin, I dropped Zenless, I never even touched Honkai Star Rail. The only reason I am playing this game is because of the factories, okay? Now you might be like, but crikey, aren't you just justifying your crippling anime girl gacha addiction by covering it with your other factory game addiction? Well, yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. The only gacha games I play have force goals and factories, let's go! So you play as John Entman, a billionaire CEO of a giant tech corporation exploiting other planets for profits. Seems familiar. You and your suspiciously skimpily clothed employees have a fight to the death with whatever the fuck this is. Also, they are not getting rid of the Guna game allegations with this one. You lose, you sleep for 100 years, you lose all your memories, and your corporation is in shambles. Your life is ruined and now you have to fix it. This game apparently plays like 150 years after the original Arknights, so most characters are dead, and everyone who looks alike is just a clone of their Arknights character or something. At least that's what I understood. You see, this game has so much fucking story that after around 39 minutes of dialogue, I just started skipping. And it still went on for 2 hours. The map isn't super insanely large, but it is plenty big, with handcrafted areas to explore. Unlike the commonly mentioned and compared to open world gacha RPG game, there's neither a wall climb nor a glider, so your movement is essentially locked towards jump and dash. And I honestly find the movement in this game to be more frustrating than anything. Okay, you see this area? This is your starting area, and you have to go to all these locations to collect the upgrade materials. With this movement. And you'd think, hey, I can just teleport there and it'll be close, right? No! There's a very not passable wall just in front of it, so you have to walk 3 times the distance to get there. Now there is a silver lining, you can place zip lines. The disadvantage is that they are very limited, you need to power them. Also, fuck you, you reach the max amount of zip lines in the area, and how dare you try to place anything in Essentially, combat is just press left click, press shift or right click to dodge incoming attacks, and then press any key between 1 and 4 on your keyboard for using one of your teammate's abilities, and oh my god, what is happening? Like any real gacha game, most damage in combat comes from status effect combos between your teammates. The things these do are explained in the character-specific tutorial, which I didn't play, so I just stat checked most enemies for the entirety of the game. The enemies are super tanky in this game, so if you don't want to beat up a mob for 4 straight minutes, you sadly are gonna have to read the fucking character abilities. When it comes to itemization, I don't know, just take the coolest weapon, max its level, put an orb in it, and throw on the highest grade of equipment you can produce on your team. The equipment requires stuff from the factory, which is the third reason to build the factory. The second being to trade its materials with stocks from your outposts, and the first because I love building factories. Now we get to the interesting part. The factory must grow. You see, you can build your own base in this game. Not just any base, but a factory. Now the game pretty much forces you to build one to progress, since you need its materials for money and equipment. Now for anyone who doesn't like that, you can pretty much just straight up copy someone else's entire base for free. But that's for losers! Also, pro tip to get free money: remember how I said you can get money from trading with outposts? Well, you can essentially invest in stocks when they're low and sell them for a high price in your friend's world, essentially scamming them, ruining their economy and granting you infinite profit. At least that's what I would say if they didn't put a daily limit on how much you could do that. Although you can use your traded money to upgrade the stock market, to increase your daily trades, to further get more money until you max it out and you have to wait 24 hours for it to reset. Fuck! The factories in this game are insanely simple. Everything has simple ratios, there's only one type of build, you barely require any steps to make a finished product. Buildings are cheap, you can move and copy them from the get-go. While you do need to power miners, the items they make automatically get transferred to your base. But here's the thing, you have a very limited area to build in. Limited outputs, limited inputs. This is closer to solving a puzzle than actually playing Satisfactory. So it's more like Factorio. Especially since you mostly build in like a 2D top-down view. Okay, so I need this for that, and that needs sand leaf. Where do I get that? No. 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 So yeah, the game forces you to progress and the story to progress to your factory. Okay, so for sand leaf I need to reach this area, for which I need level 34. I am 28. How do I... Okay, so pretty much this game has a tutorial for anything. When I build a belt, tutorial. When I use any building, tutorial. Worst of all, they give you rewards. You need to do them. Okay, so you don't really. I mean, the rewards are negligible compared to all the other stuff you do in this game. But this game really loves its tutorials. There's combat simulations, rifts in the ground, simulated universe, blah blah blah. You can even just do your dailies every day and get half a level for free by doing that. Also, fun fact, this game does have a battle pass. In fact, it has two. No, free. Free. A free track, a premium currency track, where you can actually get your currency back and some extra. Good job. And a $10 paid pass. Now, you couldn't hold a gun to my head and force me to explain what half of these currencies do and how to get them. It's just too much. Apparently the gacha system also needs a PhD to understand, so here's a flowchart I copied off the internet that I'm too lazy to explain. You need a bunch of fucking materials to level up and unlock shit and uncap your level. Your fuck-ass spaceship base produces a few of them per day, but to use that, you need even more upgrade materials. Pretty much every day if you want to make serious progress, you are going to have to collect all the random bullshit resources on the map. Overall, the game has a lot to offer, and it's only going to get more with future updates. Heck, I'm 30 hours in and not even through with the current 1.0 content. It's also really free-to-play friendly. I haven't spent a single cent on this game. The optimization is great, the graphics are great. While some aspects do get repetitive and annoying, I'd say the game is overall really good. I don't really care about the side NPCs in this game, but the main story cutscenes and character design, if you ignore the obvious fan service, is also really good. You definitely notice the main focus of this game is the story, not the factory, which for me is a downside, but is probably the overall better choice for the game. Also, the humor in this game is top notch. Okay, so finally, after hitting level 34, after completely exhausting all the quest XP I had lying around, clearing this entire new area, beating the final boss of the game, I can finally get sand leaf and automate crystalline steel. Ah, wonderful. I managed to finish it, and it's only 4 AM. So I finished the game, right? Right? Wait, what do you mean chapter 1? What do you mean it's not even over? What do you mean I need level 43?